Why, good evening, you beautiful souls. Welcome to another Wednesday evening satsang. Hope you've had a great day thus far. And today we're focusing on liberation from the body and mind. This means nothing more than allowing the separation that naturally arises in all of our different various forms of meditation to really be amplified this evening. So go ahead and get a last few wiggles and shakes out, get cozy, get relaxed. Just begin with a few head rolls. Take a nice deep breath in. A big old sigh of relief. Roll the shoulders out. Try to relax if you're sitting up. I lovingly invite you into the space of the heart. When you hear the first 3 taps of the singing bowl, take a nice deep inhale, and with your exhale, transform into a powerful Om. Allow the mouth and jaw to open up, relaxed, as you chant out this sigh of relief in that A note. And as you close the jaw, allow it to simply transform itself into the U and the M naturally. Focus on the vibrations, focus on this sense of sound around you, within you. Begin the process of liberating yourself from this bodily attachment and this mental identification now, as you simply observe yourself chanting, as you simply watch the body. Allow your own vibration to serve as that soothing sound that calms the inner chatter, that silences the physical feedback, so you may rest peacefully within yourself, observing yourself. Watch everything within you and around you as if you're watching a film. Listen, sense, perceive everything from this externalized position, this stance of the silent witness. When you hear this final tap of the singing bowl, allow yourself to shift your focus, your attention of affection to the sound of the bowl as it rings. So too, as it fades into silence, allow your own beingness to fall in love with the calm, the stillness within you. And it's here we find ourselves in this very slice of now. Taking yet another angle at this same approach of unfolding, remembering the pureness that is, that intangible, that ethereal spirit in which we are. Yet this combination of a human being, it's that divine beingness which embodies this physical form. And it's through compassion which we liberate ourselves from this temporary and fleshly existence. We must let go and abandon the imagination of the mind, entertaining such things as somehow shedding this sheath consciously. For the ego in this sense is but a friend, not an enemy. But one must remember their true position in this play of life, this game, this dance called the human experience. There's nothing more beautiful than waking up to realizing who we are and what we are. But it's through this letting go, this loving recognition that we are not our closest friend, that we are not this ally we have grown accustomed to, looked over, cared for, and learned how to explore with. In truth, you let go of the body every night, sometimes multiple times a day, depending on how much you choose to sleep. But one thing is very apparent. This beingness, this sense of self and physical identification is our first love. And it's through love in which we liberate ourselves from this attachment. Don't allow any remnants of tension, of fear, of doubt take you to any realm that you are somehow shedding this sheath and abandoning this toy called the human body. Far from it. But rather, we are putting it in the position it finally deserves, to experience life freely without fear. But such a letting go of tension, of angst, of otherness can only arise when we let go of this personal attachment. This body is but a vehicle designed to help you explore, to navigate this world. But just as we come to know, the many threats that arise within this human experience are many. This seed thought of otherness is a pivotal role for this human evolution. Individuality, to continue the evolutionary process, to continue the species and play of life itself. But over time, we've simply forgot who we were in this game of life, this position in which we truly stand upon. And it matters not whether the information was hidden consciously or not. The fact is, what arises now, a mass amnesia amongst billions of souls, failing to remember that they are the divine, playing a temporary game. Therefore, we lose the beauty of this experience, for we live in fear, grasping, holding on to the temporary as if it's truly what we want. But we are the eternal, we are the truth, we're the love and light itself. Again, ensure you have a smile on your face, taking nice deep breaths. For this is a dance of love. And this inner looking, this entertainment of what if, is that first wedge that allows us to fully separate from this physical identification. But look no further than the subtleties of your very experience. Those moments of elation and gratitude and praise, those deep moments of joy and happiness only arise through this letting go of the person, of the self, allowing us to effortlessly flow with life as life. And that's the beauty of this experience, for it's ever revealing the infinite amount of love and potential within each and every snapshot and frame of now. Take a nice deep breath in. Fill yourself up with as much love and light as you can, breathing in from every pore, every cell of the body. And as you exhale, release all of this generational tension, these pains. Again, take another deep breath, cleansing yourself. And again, release the tension with each breath. Letting go of the inertia of past cycles, of current pains. And look within your own self for the inner authority, the permission, and the recognition that your karma is within your hands. It matters not what has arisen within this body, it is your choice to liberate yourself from it. The pains and suffering that arise within this human experience are stored within this being of flesh. But through your conscious wringing out of the emotional body, you can marinate in the pureness again. It matters not. Just as is it a choice to fully let go of this personal attachment that you have with this physical form. It can only arise when you entertain the what if. We must realize to utilize the tool of separation is the key to our own liberation. Separate yourself from the personal identity. Separate yourself from the thought that you are this body. Ultimately, recognize what that means. When you separate from the identification that you are this physical form, you are consciously recognizing within yourself that you are not the physical sensations that tempt and lure you. You are not the emotions that you sense within you, nor are you the thoughts that you hear, sense, and observe within you. That there is a distinction between the seer and that which is seen. That there is a clear distinction between the knower and that which is known. Allow yourself to water this seed of thought and contemplation through your own adoration and love and curiosity. And with each exhale, allow the tensions to fade more and more. And know that a course and team of angels and ancestors are eagerly awaiting your exploration of such questioning, cheering you on with every step. For life and the many beautiful experiences and potentials can only be optimized when you recognize that aspect of love and trust. That when you go beyond the personal identification, you come to realize that you are life itself. You transcend beyond this sense of meanness as it expands into everythingness. And the beautiful yet paradoxical fashion of this spiritual path and inner looking is that your sense of me doesn't change. It only becomes more pure to what it has always been. Hence the importance of this letting go of the body and mind. For until it serves you, it brings you nothing but a lesser quality image to what is fully a potential, not only witnessing but living. One can see it as if there is an ounce of fear that is present, you quite haven't realized it yet. For what we are is life itself. Going beyond concepts, but experientially known. Living and dancing through that heart. Allowing the flow to effortlessly be. Take a nice deep breath in here. Fill yourself up with as much as that love and light and air as you can. Again, consciously breathing through each and every cell and pore of the body. Hold the breath as long as you can. As you comfortably watch within yourself, what magic do you witness? What phenomena do you observe? Do not hold on to it as some type of personal achievement, but watch it as if, again, you were watching a film. As this show of life unfolds before your very gaze and witnessing. Allow the breath to be released when necessary, taking a breath or two to simply balance yourself. Before again taking another deep breath here, holding yourself filled up with that love and light as much as you can, and as long as you can. Pay attention to the world and the experience around you, the subtle energies. Go beyond the sense of I'm feeling this and simply experience it. Hold no personal identification. Focus onto not one thing in particular. Allow yourself to simply lie down within your own experiencing and witness this grand image of life. Again, as you exhale and release the breath, take a few inhales and exhales to simply harmonize yourself again. And take one more deep breath here. Again, holding it as long as you can. Allowing the heart to open up and unfold. And that heart smile to shine bright. See that this state of calm and peace that arises within the form comes into the beingness as we let go of the temporary. It's this separation that takes us out of this intimacy, this immersion, this bodily identification. It's as if we grab the reins back on this horse in which we are riding and take control again. But not by force, but through love. Through an openness and allowing everything to simply be. It's as if we allow a Riley pond to settle its wake so we can clearly see the reflection again. For it's that same effortlessness, it's that lack of doing that allows us to fully recognize the beingness in which we are. Pay no attention to any internal phenomena that seek to distract you, for it is but a test, one to determine your dedication to the calm, the peace, the love. And it matters not if you find yourself temporarily distracted by thought, luring you away. Come back. For every time you bring yourself back to center and calm, that distance grows between each temptation, ultimately until it drops away entirely. For your affection of attention, your gaze of focus and concentration is shifted to the pureness within, to the aroma of your own beingness, and through this marination process, you can soak and bask in the beauty of your own creation. When you hear the next tap of the singing bowl, allow yourself to take a nice, deep, loving breath. And as you exhale, transform it again into a powerful, mighty Om, allowing your heart to shine, allowing the body to calm, as you simply be and marinate in the divine light in which you are. Namaste. I bow to the divine within you, and I love you so much. Thank you for tapping in this evening. Don't forget to smash that like. And as with everything in this inner looking, one must realize that every opportunity we give ourselves to simply watch, to simply observe this play of life unfold, is that one opportunity for liberation. All it takes is but a breath, all it takes is but a slice of this infinite now to really have that aha moment, to fully experience that separation. And it happens faster and faster if we give ourselves more opportunity, if we really keep this thought of beingness, this recognition that you are not the physical form at the forefront of your mind. And that's probably one of the biggest tools anyone can practice and utilize in this kind of inner looking, this unfoldment, ascension, awakening, enlightenment. It doesn't matter what you want to call it. When we really give ourselves the permission to focus on our own inner development before we get caught up in the entertainment of others and the ego outside of us, we really can, I guess you would say, exponentially boost that growth. Because as you observe through that recognition, that simple statement to yourself, I'm not the body. This experience is temporary. This is a matrix of love and light. I am the divine, I am spirit. It matters not what root anchor, mantra, or phrase you use to bring yourself back to that knowing. But if you can really keep that nugget as almost the lens that you perceive life through, again, it's going to create everything that you're receiving feedback wise from it, all the experiences from a newfound perspective. It's going to help you create that space so you don't get caught up in that initial reaction. It's going to give you the calm when those emotions are riling up. It's going to help them process and work through you rather than you holding on to and resisting. It's the same thing with the physical aspects. It's going to give you that recognition where it's like, no, it's just an urge. It just wants to be done right now. It's just a reaction from the body. It's simply holding on to a pain response. There's a lot of that concepts when looking at different traumas that we work through and what triggers us. And many of us have worked through the actual psychological and emotional aspects of these things. But the body, we could see that it still has that heart starting to palpitate super fast. Sweat starts to pour. You could feel the tension. And that's again because this whole beingness is one experience of just data collection, right? Coming to understand ourselves through the many aspects of ourselves. I hope that wasn't too much for that last part, but this is a great time if anyone has any questions. But most importantly, when looking at life and how things unfold, just remember that everything is temporary in this existence. And what we are is that eternal constant. It's that screen in which this window and image of life is played upon. And ultimately, each of us has the opportunity to really wipe the slate clean whenever we choose. But the first step is recognizing is you're not this. It's our first love, as you heard in the meditation. Come to explore that. Much of our tension and doubts and fears come through that aspect of love. It's the most loving act to really detach from this identification of the personal fleshly experience. Because then the realization can be made that both the spirit and the physical experiences we have are both witnessed by that I amness, that beingness. And it's this harmony and dance that really makes life just extra, extra flavorful and tasty. So, with everything in this meditation, it's just another reminder that take it one breath at a time, take it one snapshot of now at a time. And the more that you invest this focus in the realness of your own truth, the pureness of your own being, the more readily the magic will be. And the easier it's going to be for you to see it, to flow with it, and to let go of all those temporary physical, fleshly things that cause us suffering and stress and angst. To dance your dance, to be that pureness that you are. So, with that, may the fruit of knowledge offer a seed, and in that seed may your love, will, and intuition give life and nourishment, for a tree shall grow, and in its shade may you find peace, and offer peace to all whom ask. Namaste. I bow to the divine within you, and I love you so much. Thanks for tapping in. I'll see you Sunday. We got some magical things happening. It's a wild time this February, so get ready. If you've been feeling a lot of angst and restlessness, and your sleep has been all wonky, you're not alone. A lot of us are getting activated now. Now is the time to really look within your own beingness and see within your heart what it is you want to let go of. And know that life is going to put you in the position to really liberate that. So take care and understand you're not alone. You never have been. You never will be. I love you so much. Take care. Peace.